everyone, myself Bhautik Trivedi, working as an assistant professor in IT ICT department of LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. I will explain you the concept of RIP message format in Advanced Networking Protocol subject. So all of you know what do you mean by RIP. So RIP means Routing Information Protocol, and Routing Information Protocol generally using which concept? So generally using Bellman-Ford algorithm, generally using distance vector routing. So in today's session, fully focus on the concept of RIP message format. So let's start with the concept of RIP message format. So all of you just see the diagram first of all. Then after some talk about the different field of the RIP message format. So here you just see RIP message format is generally divided into how many fields? First one, that is the command. Second one, that is the version. Third one, that is the reserve. Fourth one, that is the family. Fifth one, that supported the all zeros. Sixth one, that is the network address. Seventh one, that is the all zeros. Eighth one, that is the all zeros. And ninth one, that is the distance. So out of this 9 field, 1, 2, 3 generally used for the all zeros. 1 is generally used for the reserve. So out of the 9 field, fully focus on the 5 field. First one command, second one version, third one family, fourth one network address, and fifth one distance. So let's start with the concept of each and every important field. So first of all, the command. So what do you mean by command in RIP message format? So routing information protocol either use for the request or use for the response. If used for the request, so that supported the value 1, and if used for the response, that supported the value 2. So command supported the 2 options, either request, second one response. Then after the version, it defined the RIP version. So RIP generally supported the 2 version, one RIP version 1, and second one that is known as a RIP version 2. Third one, that is the family. Family means it defines the family of the protocol used. So generally RIP supported the family, that's the TCP/IP, and TCP/IP always supported the value is equal to 2. So first one command, must remember one thing, either used for the request or used for the response. Second one version either RIP version 1 or RIP version 2. Third one family means TCP/IP, it directly supported the value 2. Next one, address. What is the meaning of address? What is the meaning of network address here? It supported define the address of the destination network. It defined the address of the destination network. And the last point, that is the distance. How I calculate the distance? The distance is generally calculated by the hop count from the advertising router to the destination network. So again I repeat, the RIP message format generally supported 5 important components, 5 important fields. Again I repeat the name. First one, that is the command. Second one, that is the version. Third one, that is the family. Fourth one, that is the address. And fifth one, that is the distance. After that, this is the diagram. And currently, must remember one thing. This is the message format for RIP version 1. This is the message format for RIP version 1. So here you just see what is the meaning of request, what is the meaning of response. All of you know RIP supported one option, that is known as a command. So command either used with the help of the request or in terms of the response. So here you just see what is the meaning of request. So request means, all of you know, request means you can directly ask specific thing that can be treated as a request. So here request message supported 2 options. One, request for some. Second one, request for all. Request for some, request for all. So what is the difference? All of you know in RIP message format, first one, that is the command. If the value is equal to 1, so that can be treated as a request. If the value is equal to 2, that can be treated as a response. So here in command, that supported the value 1. After that version is there, then after reserve is there, then after family is there, then after all zeros, So here request for some, so that supported the network address, and request for all, that supported all zeros. Means that can be treated as a unicasting concept and that can be treated as a broadcasting concept. So request message supported in two ways. One, for the particular thing or for the overall thing. So request for some and request for all. The major difference is that here you specify the particular destination address and here you specify all zeros, so that can be treated as broadcasting. So after that, this is about the concept of the request. Then after the response. So what is the meaning of response? So response is generally used by two ways. One, that is the solicited, and second one, that is the unsolicited. So what is the meaning of response? What is the meaning of solicited response? What is the meaning of unsolicited response? So solicited response means sent only in answer to a request. If you pass the request, you directly generate the response. That is known as a solicited. Unsolicited response means what? It's sent periodically. Periodically means what? Every 30 seconds you generating a response, and it contains the information about the entire routing table, and that can be treated as update packet. So every 30 seconds it directly sending the updation in a packet, so that can be treated as an update packet. So up to this, whatever the discussion, first one, that is the RIP message format. Second one, RIP message format with using the different field. Then after that can be used with the request as well as the response. So request for a particular address, request for all address. So that's the one diagram for that. And then after we talk about the concept of the response. After that, one example. This particular example generally supported the different response. So here you just see, this is the diagram. Means in this particular diagram, total number of 3 routers, R1, R2 and R3. R1, R2, R3 advertise which particular network? So 144.2.7.0, 144.2.9.0 and 144.2.12.0, means these 3 routers advertise this particular network. So let's start with this, the solution for this. So for example, if you talk about the R1 router can advertise 3 network, 144.2.7.0, 144.2.9.0 and 144.2.12.0. How I generate the packet format with using the concept of RIP. So that's the diagram for that. Here you just see. This is the most important thing. First one, 2. 2 indicates this particular diagram, this particular command option is generally used for the response. 1 means what? 1 means version, that supported the RIP version 1. Third one, all of you know, that is the reason. Then after the TCP/IP, so TCP/IP protocol generally using the 2, that is the family. Then after the all zeros, then after the particular address 144.2.7.0, then after the all zeros, then after the all zeros, then after again I put the 2, means TCP/IP family. Again I put the another network. Again I put the all zeros, again 2, again all zeros, again. Means in this particular diagram, you can directly demonstrate the diagram for the router 1, and router 1 advertise 3 network. So here you specify the concept of the 3 network with using the RIP message format, and last one that indicate the distance. So this is the solution for the particular RIP message format. After that, then after some talk about the timers in RIP. Which particular timer generally used for the routing information protocol? So mainly 3 timer for that. One, that is known as a periodic timer. Second one, that is known as an expiration timer. And third one, that is known as a garbage collection timer. Periodic timer means what? So periodic timer generally supported the 25 to 35 seconds. Expiration timer supported the 180 second. And garbage collection timer supported the 120 second. So let's start with this. Periodic timer means what? Periodic timer means it controls the advertising of regular update message. This particular protocol specifies the 30 second, generally range between 25 to 35 second, but it prevents the router updates simultaneously. Why we use the periodic timer? So periodic timer is generally used for the prevent the routers update simultaneously, and generally every 30 seconds it updates something. So this is regarding the periodic timer. Second one, expiration timer. Expiration timer generally operate on a validity of a route. It set the 180 second for a route when a router receive any update information for a particular route. If a new update for the route is received, the timer is reset. The normal operation, every 30 seconds you can directly apply the operation. If the timer goes off, the route is considered as a expire. So at that time the hop count is equal to 16. The 16 indicates the destination is unreachable. This is regarding the concept of expiration timer. Must remember one thing, if the timer goes off, the route is considered as an expired route. So for this, hop count is equal to 16, which means the destination is unreachable. Third timer, that is the garbage collection timer. For example, route becomes invalid. The router does not immediately purge that route from this table. So for this, you can directly continue advertise the particular route with a metric value of 16. So at that time, garbage collection timer set to 120 seconds for that route. When the count reaches 0, you can directly apply the route is purged from the table. So this is regarding the concept of the garbage collection timer. After that, which kind of problems in RIP? So mainly two problems. One, that is the slow convergence, and second one, that is the instability. So what is the meaning of slow convergence here? A change somewhere in the internet propagates very slowly through the rest of the internet, that is the slow convergence. And second one, that is the instability. Instability means internet running RIP can become unstable. Unstable means what? A packet could go from one router to another router in a loop. So this kind of problem occurs in a routing information protocol. Mainly two problems. One, that is the slow convergence, and second one, that is the instability. And the last point, the solution for this particular thing. This kind of problem arise in a routing information protocol. So which particular solution that is the part of that? So mainly three solutions for that. First one, that is known as a trigger update. Second one, that is known as a split horizon. And third one, that is known as a Poisson reverse. Trigger update means what? What is the meaning of trigger update? If there is no change, updates are sent at a 30-second interval. But if there is a change, the router sends out a new table immediately. That is the concept of the trigger update. After that, two important points. One, split horizon, and second one, that is the Poisson reverse. Split horizon means what? Router must differentiate between the different interface. If a router receives the updating message from an internet or interface, the same updated information must not be sent back through this interface, that is a split horizon. So here you just see the example. B received the information about the net 1 and net 2 through its left interface, but this information is updated and passed on through the right interface but not to the left. So whatever I discussed here, you just see in this the diagram. B received the information from this, but B not sent back this particular information. Here you just see the router B directly received the information from the net 1 and net 2, but not directly return back the information of net 1 and net 2 to the left interface. That is the split horizon. And last point for the particular session, Poisson reverse. Poisson reverse means that is the variation of the split horizon. So whatever the information received is used to update the routing table and then pass out to all interface. Means router B has received the information about net 1 and net 2 through its left interface, and it shared the information about net 1 and net 2 with a metric of 16. So here you just see that's the diagram. Up to this, whatever the discussion that is regarding the split horizon, but here you just see we can directly transform the information of net 1 and net 2 also with the metric value of 16. So that's the concept of the particular session. So in today's session, mainly important, first one, the start with the concept of the RIP message format. then after which kind of problems in RIP,